We're just going to use some standard materials here, just a sharpener, a 2B pencil, and an eraser. You can buy at any store. We're keeping it simple. We're going to lay out the general shape, and we're going to go back to our reference and take a look at that. Laying out some lines and putting in the eyes and the nose. Just checking our proportions, making sure that it's matching up with the reference. The great thing about this kind of project is, we're also using different timeline photos, and it's kind of nice to see that person changing through time, kind of thing. And especially when we're going through this situation that we're in right now. A lot of these people we're not going to be able to see for a while, so it's good to draw them. It's a really good thing to do. With all this social distancing, it's good to reconnect with our loved ones and people we know. And so this is just a good way of kind of reconnecting to that, which at least for me it is, and I think for a lot of other people it would be a really good thing. So just learning how to do the portraits, it does take some time, and I've been doing this 100 portrait challenge, and this is probably about my 15th or so portrait. And the more you do it, the better you get. You just have to keep going through it and doing it. Just use some basic materials. You don't need anything fancy. And in order to get better, it's just becoming more aware of everything, becoming more aware of the different features of that person. So after we get through the general shape, we're coming back into more of the features of that person's personality, basically. And we're coming in and we're darkening things up. We're adding some facial hair. We're adding, some shading. And with the shading, you can just shade in with the pencil, and you can smudge it in with your hand. You can, go a little bit darker. You don't want to go 100% dark at this point. You just kind of want to slowly build it up. You want to build up the shading as you're going through it. This video has been sped up 2 times. I didn't want to bore you. And for me, the goal of doing these kind of exercises is just increasing my speed and accuracy of looking at how I'm drawing. You can start, pretty simple and sort of build it up from there. And the idea is just to kind of just become a little bit more aware of, the features of that person. You want to make sure you just keep checking the proportions of where the eyes are and the nose, and you can use different techniques. You can use the edge of your pencil or whatever, and don't forget this isn't pencil, so you can go back and erase and come back and do it again if you have to, and change it up if you need to. It's okay. Now we want to get a little bit darker. We're kind of coming back in with darker darks and still continuing with the features. Coming in with a sharper line. Don't forget to sharpen your pencil as you go. Just kind of making some character in the mustache, and coming back in and shading and darkening and coming back through the whole thing again. You don't have to be 100% accurate. I think if you're about 90% accurate, it's pretty good, as long as it has some resemblance of that person. I think it's, this is a great little montage to do, and you can do 2 or 3 portraits on the same page, or you can do it with, maybe their children or loved ones or whatever. But I just wanted to do this one. This is actually my brother, and I would have liked to have done a few more, which I'll probably do a few more of him, maybe as he's younger, and maybe the rest of his family. Like I said, it's really good to reminisce, and it kind of brings back memories of some experience you had with them. Well, that's about it. I kind of want to keep this on a sort of drawing level, rough looking drawing. And I really enjoy doing this, and I'm looking forward to doing more. Thanks.